Oh. Oh.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Problematic Podcast, our last episode of season 3. Woot
Hey.
woot! Thank you for riding with us. I'm your friendly neighborhood co-host Rita, with my friendly, favorite, most illustrious, wonderful
He's too kind.
co-host Whitney. Hey,
Too kind.
Whitney.
Hi, friend.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I have some good news, or possibly potentially good news for you today. So, I think this is going to be a really good episode. We've got a glimmer of hope for you.
Oh, I love this.
We're going to get into it. But before we do, what you been reading? What you been listening to?
Girl. Okay,
Oh,
listening to tons and tons of Christmas music.
okay.
By day,
Go
by
ahead.
day it is the Jacksons. By night it is
Ooh,
Nat King Cole.
okay. All right.
Yes. My husband made. He's just. He's just. I love him. He bought me a bottle of fancy eggnog, and so I plan on cracking into that tonight. I'm already in my buffalo print PJs.
Is this a spiked nog
It is
or
not, but we are spiking it.
okay, there we go. See, I
hmm
knew my man's
hmm
Earl wouldn't
He
let
has
us
a
down.
working bar
I
above
know.
all of the baby stuff, which
hmm
is very funny.
I know a classic man when I see a classic man. I knew you were getting the
Lots of
good
brown
spiked.
liquors.
Yes,
hmm
baby. That's
hmm
how you do it.
And
Oh,
I haven't read a damn thing
that's
outside of
fine.
children's books.
That's
Lots
fine.
of Bluey books because we got the Bluey Advent calendar and it has little books in it.
That's adorable.
You know we love that.
You guys have the best life over
You are
there.
too kind.
I
What are you up
try.
to?
I okay, so my cousin Courtney, shout out to Courtney. I know she's listening.
Hey,
Hey Courtney.
Courtney.
She's my favorite cousin and the mother of my other favorite cousin. Uh she shared a playlist with me
Mhm.
randomly over the weekend. And when I pulled it up, it's an Apple Music. It's called the Black Jesus playlist. And I said, oh, okay, what are we getting into here? So I opened this playlist, and the playlist was curated by a gentleman named Brian Hicks. Shout out to Brian Hicks. It's a holiday playlist tailored for the African American diaspora. And
Well,
I just would like to give you guys a hint of what is on this playlist. Brian Hicks has given us the Destiny's Child Christmas album.
oh,
We've got some Jackson's
hmm
um, Christmas music. It
hmm
starts off with Donny Hathaway's Christmas this Christmas.
You
That's
have
how it
to.
opens up.
You have to kick it off with that song.
Third song in, Let It Snow, Boys to Men.
Well, come
Followed
on.
by Santa Claus Go Straight to the Ghetto. You getting the vibes. Stevie Wonder's
Yes,
Ave Maria, which you recommended last
I
week,
did.
is song number 5 on this playlist. If you have Apple Music, please go find the Black Jesus playlist by Brian
Please do.
Hicks. It will
hmm
not disappoint you. I will be wrapping
Enjoy.
gifts. We have put up our tree. It is really Christmas around
It is
here.
really Christmas.
I need to thank Courtney so much for this playlist. I put it this, and I'm still scrolling.
Look at
This is a very lengthy,
substantial.
it's a substantial playlist.
hmm
Santa Baby. I mean,
Well,
the Janae Aiko and B2K version for those of you who know.
oh,
Okay, throwback. I was
I was
obsessed
thinking
with
Eartha.
I was obsessed with the boys from the B, the 2, and the K. Uh, we got Chestnuts by Tank, Tyler the Creator. I'm just saying, it's all
Oh, it's
Christmas
very
music.
black.
This is a Negro
A Negro
staple,
time.
baby. Yes. So if you have not found yourself crossing paths with this playlist, please go find it. Again, thank you, Courtney, for this fantastic. I mean, Tony Braxton, I could go on. Etta
hmm
James, Shaka Khan.
Oh, come on.
So for those listening, please join us in the holiday festivities of a Black Jesus,
I'm going to
because I
ruin
love this
it.
place. Okay.
I'm going to ruin it.
Oh no.
I learned about a song against my will.
Oh God.
Shout out to Higher Learning, the Higher Learning podcast with Rachel Lindsay and Van Lathan.
Uh-huh.
They shared a song called Two Honks and a Negro.
Mm-mm. No.
The lyrics are, "We are just two honks and a Negro serving the Lord."
Whitney?
That is the entire song. And when I
No,
tell
it's
you,
not. No, it's not.
like, there's other lyrics, but that's the majority of the song. We are just two honks and a Negro serving the Lord. And when I tell you, I was sitting there just like, I don't know whether to be angry or to laugh. My inclination is to laugh.
It's laugh worthy, but dear God, sweet Jesus, why? Why? Please tell me why.
We are just two honks and they had the audacity to harmonize on the Negro part.
Um, I don't know if I'll be adding that to my Christmas
Don't
playlist,
do
but
not. It's just
shout out.
funny. I was like, is that the episode title?
No,
Don't, no,
no,
no.
no, ma'am.
We're not gonna get in trouble this week.
No, we are not getting cold for
Mm-mm.
Christmas. We are not getting canceled at the very end of
No,
2023. We have
no.
made it through 2023 and have not been canceled.
And we're called the Problematic Podcast.
We are doing something right. I think
Yeah,
we are on task.
yeah.
I've
Not
got
the
no, it's a
sigh.
good sign. So
Okay.
I've been following the case of your man's
Jesus
Jonathan
wept.
Majors. So for those
Jesus,
who may be
Savior
very new
God.
to this podcast,
I'm still in grief. I'm in mourning.
our dear sweet Whitney has a type, and we've discussed my type on this show extensively. But
Oh, what? Civil rights fine?
yes,
Absolutely.
Whitney's
I
type
love a
is
civil rights fine. Hand them over. Aldous Hodge. Yes. Jonathan Majors before the trial. Yes. If he looks like he marched in Selma with them suits
that ass wool suits in
in,
August.
in the deep south.
Did he have a tie and a bowler hat on during the marches? That is
Give me civil rights fine any day. My goodness. Like he looks like he just like smokes cigars and drinks brown liquor. Neat.
neat,
Neat.
neat.
Yes. Give him to me. Give him to me.
So I need
You saw
I
who I
say
married.
I did. He
Civil
definitely
rights fine.
and was
Okay.
leading the Negro spirituals as they marched. So I've been trying to keep up with this Jonathan Majors trial. And
Mhm.
as of our recording, because our episodes are released on Mondays, it
They
looks
are.
like the jury is still deliberating. It could go either
It
way.
could go either
But from what I'm
way.
seeing, and again, we believe victims
We
and
do.
we try to get as much information from the case as we can acquire. I'm sure
Hmm.
by now everybody has seen the video of Jonathan Majors beating three beating feet all through Midtown, running from this
Running.
woman. I don't know what I won't testify to what happened before that, but I got a hearty chuckle out
Listen.
of that man hoofing it through Manhattan in church shoes.
In his civil rights
In
shoes.
his civil rights shoes. That's the name of the episode right
No, damn
there.
it.
Yep. Civil rights. Let me write that down. Civil rights shoes. He
That's
was,
how you need to run to Jesus, y'all.
yeah, that is how I watched that clip and I thought, I don't know how it's going to end. I don't know what the verdict is going to be, but I immediately thought of Whitney and I thought
This is
Whitney would
funny.
never have this man running through Midtown like
See,
this.
look.
Ever.
No.
Never,
Mm-mm.
ever,
Never.
ever, ever.
Mm-mm.
So he may
Absolutely
he
not.
may be cleared of his charges. It doesn't look. I'll say this, and I'm not speculating on
Yeah.
which way it goes. I don't
Yeah.
know.
And this is not a moral judgment.
This is not a more. Please just follow me here.
Yeah.
If I were running like he was running, it is safe for y'all to assume that I am the one in danger.
Yes. He was running like he was in
He was
danger.
running like he was in danger. Now, I'm not saying he did not hit that woman or he didn't do
That's not what we
a
said.
lot of other things, but that woman was chasing after him like she was looking to whoop his ass. I
Yeah.
know a man who was fleeing for his safety.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's all I'm gonna say on that. But
Mm-hmm.
I had to bring that up because I know that Whitney was devastated when the charges against
I
her,
was on here cussing,
you were cussing and crying. I said, Lord, she's
carrying
sliding
on.
down the wall. She's not
Mm-hmm.
okay. But
Slide it down.
she was just drinking her tears.
Oh,
Whitney was
Jesus.
not all right.
I was not all right. I was not. I was like, I pulled a whole tire. I said, we were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
Yeah,
Just, oh.
yeah. So
Mm-mm.
it'll be resolved soon. I
Mm-hmm.
hope that when we return, Whitney will feel a little bit better about her civil rights boyfriend.
I
But
need him to get right. Like
please get right.
you need to go to some, whether, what, however this goes, you got to go get some help.
Yeah, because how'd you find yourself in this situation?
Okay.
Even if it wasn't you who precipitated the violence,
Okay.
how did you get here?
You
We
got to get some help.
gotta talk to the lady, reevaluate your decision
Okay.
making.
Talk to the late. This is going, we need merch. Um, but yeah, I can tell you right now, Megan Good won't have him running across midtown.
No, I don't think
What a
she
way to
going.
soft launch. What a way to soft launch a relationship. My goodness. And listen, Megan Good could do whatever she wants. She's a cousin beloved.
Yes, by the
Um,
people. Yeah.
we love us some Megan. Now, let me tell you something, Jonathan.
Oh God.
I don't know what's going on with the lady who has the black last name, the white lady with the black last name. She does. That lady has a black last name, and I was very confused when I heard the name. It was like Grace something or other, and I said something don't match, but that's none of my business. But I
Oh
don't know what's going on
God.
with you with the white lady with the black last name. But let me tell you something. You even consider, have a thought bubble about putting your hands on
Oh,
Miss Megan
Megan,
Good,
leave it
and we will
alone.
burn shit down. I don't care how civil rights fine you are. I just want to be very clear, okay? I don't care what comes out of this case. I don't care how this case goes. Cousin Megan
Leave her alone.
is to be loved well. Do you hear me? Not
Please
even
and thank
I
you.
because the bar is in hell. We need to raise it up.
The bar
Mm-mm.
is
The
the
bar is
floor.
the
The bar
bar
is the
is
floor.
on Satan's hoof. We need to bring it up
Where
significantly, okay?
this year has been, I don't even I don't even know what you say. This year has not been giving what it should have been giving. It's
No,
like it's not trying. I don't.
no. Sis showed up and said, meh,
Maybe we will. Maybe
maybe
we
we
won't.
won't. Odds are
Mm,
we ain't.
it's not feeling good.
Not
Not
doing
looking
it.
good for you guys. Not today, not
No,
tomorrow.
no, but yeah, Megan needs to be loved and loved well. All the Megans, every Megan you could think of,
Oh
except for
boy.
McCain's ass. But all the rest of them,
Oh,
Princess Megan, the Stallion Megan, this Megan, all the
this
Megans
Megan.
except for that McCain gal.
Can we talk about Meg Thee Stallion real quick?
Oh, I thought you were going to say
Why?
Megan McCain, but we can always talk
No,
about Megan
no,
Thee Stallion.
we won't be speaking of, as far as I'm
We don't
concerned.
call the name of demons.
No, and she ain't none of our black ass business.
No,
That
she's
is
none of
not
my
black
black
folks'
ass
business.
business. Mm-mm.
So Megan Thee Stallion was on live, yelling at the screen, and I hate to see the girls in a tizzy. Yelling at the screen because apparently Tory Lane's security guard slash driver wrote a statement saying that Kelsey shot Megan and not Tory. And
Mm-hmm.
of course, the internet went and did what the internet did, and
Stupid,
some people
just
were like,
stupid.
"Oh, we knew that Tory didn't do it," and other people were like, "Well, where the fuck was this guy during the
Okay,
whole goddamn trial?" Because
okay.
there was a trial, and if
With
this was your
evidence.
friend, and you
Yeah,
had evidence that he
yeah,
was really your friend, you would have been there. But
yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
I I just hate to see Megan still have to answer for the goofy, weird shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
that trial is over. Whether you
Long,
agree with the
been over a
verdict or
while too.
a good while. We
Mm-hmm.
coming up on a year now.
We're on the Jonathan Majors trial. Like everybody keep up.
We've moved on.
We've moved on.
I hate to see her have to keep defending
Mm,
herself. And girl, you
mm,
said what you said. You didn't press the charges. The LA
mm-hmm,
County did. They found enough evidence. Stop. I want her to know peace because the internet will keep you yelling at your phone and
mm-hmm,
screaming on live for years if it can, just for the sake of
mm-hmm.
their entertainment. Megan, I wish you healing.
And lots of love. You two need to be loved well.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Can I interject?
you sure can.
let me just step into the room.
Oh, oh.
This feels like a potential lawsuit, Megan. And
Oh,
if
yes.
you if you want to go the Cardi B route of like, making sure
Bankrupting
that the blogs,
somebody.
because I appreciate what Megan said, when she said, listen to real journalists. And when I
Please
tell you, I sat back and like did the
shout the Black
the
Rock shout.
auntie rock. I was like, listen to real journalists, and being both a blogger and a journalist, I know the difference.
Hmm.
Um,
Come on,
you
somebody.
can't just listen to random statements like this and not have the critical thinking ability to think, if this was true, this would have been brought up during the trial. Since it was not brought up during the trial and after the trial, why
Hmm.
is this being brought up now?
Right.
Hmm? Everybody, let's walk through the process. Let's think it through. Now, justice don't always work on our side, but when that bitch does,
Oh, when she pull up. Oh,
when
when
she
she
pull up,
shows
because
up.
I have a story I want to tell y'all a little later,
I
when
can't
justice
wait.
decided to spin the block,
Skirt, skirt.
hard. Uh, but for Megan, they're gonna talk about this for the rest of your life. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it for you. I hate it for you. Don't listen to these people. Don't listen to these people. I didn't think a person could get more fine, but you have gotten exponentially more
Girl,
fine. You were so fine
let me
when
tell
we
you.
met you. You are exponentially more fine now,
Can I
ma'am.
be a gay nerd for two
Go ahead.
seconds?
Go ahead. Because I
She's
was
been
going to get ready
rocking.
to join you. I was getting
She,
ready to cross the lines. And I was like, wait, that low
Megan is a pretty
frequency beat,
girl. Low frequency beat. It's giving her low frequency beat,
it's
but she
getting
fine.
louder.
As a person whose favorite Marvel character is Storm, and you got Megan fine ass been wearing these whites bust downs, baby.
She could play
She
Storm.
she
Give it a roll.
is just giving Marvel
Hmm.
Aurora Monroe, and I am
Oh,
living every time I see her with the white or the gray or the silver bust down. I'd be like,
hmm
yes, baby, give more,
hmm
even though we deserve so much less. She's such a pretty
None.
girl.
We don't deserve a
We
damn thing.
deserve nothing
Mm-mm. My hope is that, in your journey to healing, because it's a journey, it is not a destination. This is something that we just keep doing. You have to keep healing. Um, that you stop listening to these people on the internet, because
please.
none of them can even afford your bust down.
No, okay.
Okay, they can't afford the trimmings from your bust down, ma'am. They can't afford to sit in the back room I mean the back of the room of the rooms where you sit, ma'am.
Mm-mm.
And I don't mean to make this a financial thing or a money thing, but these people aren't worthy of
Of
your
you.
time, is what I'm essentially saying.
Amen.
Not worthy of your time or your fineness. Okay?
At all.
Go ahead, honey. Continue to heal. Be with the people who love you, the people who really love you. And you got support from your cousins out here. So,
Yes. Your
mhm.
cousin Rita over in Philly loves you and wants you to thrive and do well.
your
Uh
cousin your cousin Whitney want to learn how to move her cheeks like that. Um, but that's a
Whitney,
whole other conversation for another
yeah,
day.
that would I talk about bringing tension into your own home. Don't do that because now Earl out here having himself a good old heart attack. We don't need these problems. Just stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to, my good friend. I don't want those kind of issues for you. That would just bring a type of chaos to your life that you really don't need.
You're
Everything's
like,
going
how many babies are y'all gonna have? Get
or
off her.
get off her,
Get
turn
off her.
loose, let her go.
Turn her. Sorry, can I stop you right there? The phrase
Absolutely.
turn them loose is so funny to me.
It's so black.
It
It's
is so bad.
such a
Turn them
black term.
loose.
Turn them loose, let them go. And I love telling people to unhand me, even when
Yeah,
they
me.
haven't handed me. Unhand me.
That's been all the time. Unhand me. I make a really dramatic
Turn me
gesture.
loose. Let me go. Unhand me. I do it all the time.
Oh,
We play too
goodness.
much on
We
this
do.
damn.
Sorry, y'all. We're supposed to be working.
We are. Who you want to cuss out?
Oh, nigga. All right. You knew it was gonna be a list. You knew it was a bunch of people.
When you grabbed your phone and started scrolling.
Snatched
Oh
my phone.
baby.
All right. Do you remember the story of the 11-year-old boy who in the midst of a domestic dispute between his mother and her ex. He called the police,
Yes.
and the police arrived to the
Mm.
scene. This is my understanding of the events. They told everyone to come out with their hands up. Everyone proceeds to come out of the house with their hands up, including this 11-year-old child. And the 11-year-old child was open fire on,
Hmm.
shot in the chest, right?
I remember.
Had a fractured rib, a lacerated liver, and like a collapsed lung. Poor baby, poor sweet boy. But also like the trauma of being fucking shot
Shot.
when you're the one who called for help. Um, well, a Mississippi grand jury said that there was no wrongdoing on the part of the officer who shot him. So I already cussed out the officer because I'm like, what the sir? And he's black too. And I'm like, ugh, ugh, ugh. Fine, whatever. Um, but to this Mississippi grand jury, what you're essentially saying is there's nothing wrong with shooting our children.
Basically, that's what I'm getting from it.
And I don't like that. So there's a special place all y'all can go. In a handbasket, as it were.
Hmm.
Um, and y'all go ahead on. Y'all
The
go ahead
extra
on.
toasty part.
Indeed. Do you remember when I said that the end of affirmative action in schools was not going to be the end of the fights against these things?
Yes, darling, I do. I bookmarked it and everything. Let's hear about it.
Jesus. I'm about to tell you three stories real fast. The first one is from Yahoo News. A conservative group sues Black Women's Venture Capital Fund because they
We
claimed
discussed
that
that.
it was discriminatory, right? Despite
Hmm.
the fact that Black
Hmm.
people receive less than 1% of venture capital, Black women receive less than point zero, no, I'm sorry, 0.4%. So less than half of a percent of venture capital. But you're going to go after the things that benefit Black people, right? Okay. All
Hmm.
right. There's this is from the LA Times. Backlash to affirmative action hits pioneering maternal health program for Black women. This is in the middle of the Black maternal health crisis, where Black women are 3 times more likely to die than white women in pregnancy, birth, or shortly after birth. And that number for white women is already dramatically too high.
Hmm. And a what we call a first world well developed nation. But
Mm,
continue.
mm. Finally, the last story is Vituity's program for Black physicians faces discrimination lawsuit. So, and this is from Bloomberg Law. I always have to have receipts for y'all. A leadership
Such a
program.
journalist. I love you.
See,
You're my
I
favorite person.
you see,
You really are.
I can't show up to the argument without a receipt, to
I
say like, hey,
appreciate that.
hi, let me actually tell you what the facts are. And the facts are a leadership program from Vituity, a physician-owned healthcare group that incentivizes Black physicians with a sign-on bonus of up to $100,000, is facing a discrimination lawsuit from a medical advocacy group called Do No Harm, which is hilarious because that's exactly what they're doing. Now, this is a reminder that Black doctors make up less than 6% of all doctors in the United States.
Jesus.
Less than 6%. Yeah. So you're attacking one incentive is the word. One
That's it.
incentive for those doctors that make up less than 6%. Look, can we talk about the other 94?
No. Mm-mm. No, they don't want to do that. Heaven
And
forbid.
right. So those were the three stories that I knew about. I just learned, like, before we got on the podcast, that there is now legislation being created that would punish schools for receiving funds for diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts.
Wait, what?
Yeah, and it's bi fucking partisan.
No.
Yeah, it is. So
Oh,
instead of attacking
Whitney.
the discrimination
Yeah.
that we face, instead of doing that and fighting that and combating that, we're going to attack the efforts to either end or mitigate that discrimination.
You called it. You called it from the beginning.
And I
It's
said it
a
was going to be fast too.
it's I find it interesting that
Mm-hmm.
this Supreme Court decision has been weaponized to ultimately
Mm-hmm.
attack the
Mm-hmm.
very few things that
Mm-hmm.
African Americans have put in place to improve our way of life and our existence. Like Whitney said, we receive such a small portion of venture capital dollars. Why are you attacking that tiny fraction? We
Why?
make up 6% of physicians across the nation. You decide to go pick with the 6%?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Because Negroes. It's Negroes. Now, mind you, I found it hilarious that the folks that are spearheading a lot of these efforts, particularly the one around affirmative action in schools, used not the whole Asian community, but used Asian representatives.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they had charged in as white folks, immediately people would have known what's up. But if it's another BIPOC community, despite the fact that there has been a lot of people in the Asian community who said we are against ending
This does
affirmative
not
action. This is
help
not us.
us. This
This
is
don't help nobody. This don't help nobody. Leave it alone. Stop it. There was a few who let that minority what
mentality.
model minority myth
Mm-hmm.
get to them in their head. And guess what we found out from Vox? Guess what we found out from Vox? Can you guess? We just found out that there is still, even after affirmative action ended, there was a study done of some 700,000 college applications, right? And there is still this, what did they call it? It was like an, anyway, there's a massive gap in the amount of white students versus the amount of Asian students that these special admission schools are admitting. Even, and this is without affirmative action. So now that you did that because you wanted to blame all the Negroes for all your problems, and then you
And we
realize
wasn't bothering. We weren't bothering
we
anybody. We
weren't
weren't
bothering a
taking up
damn body.
space.
We
We
weren't
weren't
taking
even being
anything.
loud.
No,
We were
no.
just
So
minding
now,
our business in the
now
corner
see, you could have sat there and ate your food.
and been quiet. But
Now you got
now look
everybody
at
looking
you.
at you sideways. Now look, did you wait? What did Gabby say? I call her. I keep saying Gabby like we friends. Gabrielle Union. Did you get the job? Did you get the promotion? Did, did you get into school? Did they accept you? Did it happen for you? No, it fucking didn't.
It did not.
Like we said, maybe instead of trying to, get that whiteness proximity that y'all like and enjoy, perhaps you should listen to black folks because we're the ones telling you, hey, this is only going to hurt you in the end. They're only going to use you and abandon you. And what happened? What happened?
You got used and abandoned. Wow, who could have saw that coming?
Black women.
It's it's always us. It's
It is
all
always us.
I said this before, and this is not
Mm-hmm.
to put anyone down because I don't want it to make it, and I don't want to make it seem like I, as a Black woman, don't care about anyone other than Black women. But for a year, 2 years, I would like for us to sit down and not
Mm-hmm.
have to advocate for anybody else or their problems.
Mm-mm.
Like, if
No.
we just, you know, there's a thing that they do in movies and especially TV that people don't realize. Anytime you want to relay a point to the audience without it being questioned and you want it to be taken with full faith as soon as it's said, they use a Black woman, usually between the ages of 45 and 65, to convey that message. Now that I've said that to you, you're going to notice it. Think of Grey's Anatomy.
Oh,
Think of
wow.
Chicago Fire. There's always that middle management woman that comes in with the spicy talk, says something, we never question it. There is a reason
There's
why
a
that
reason
happens
why.
in entertainment and media.
Mm-hmm.
Because when Black women say things, whether you choose to act on it or not, you know
Mm-hmm.
it's coming from a place of sincerity, especially when
Mm-hmm.
you hit that spicy age range of 45 to 65.
Ooh, I
I
can't wait.
just I just want to 2 years off. I want Black women to take 2 years off. I joke all the time when they say like hashtag soft life because I'm like, what does that even mean, ladies? Like, break it
No.
down. But I just
Mm-hmm.
want Black women to be able to mind Black ass women's business
Yeah.
for just 2 straight years. I don't
Yeah.
want to get any involved in any protest
No.
anymore. I just want us to
Mm-hmm.
be able to be us centered
Mm-hmm.
and not have to jump in on these other issues because just like Whitney said, and just like a bunch of other brilliant,
Mm-hmm.
accomplished,
Mm-hmm.
educated African American women said. You do away with affirmative
Mm-hmm.
action to target African Americans,
Mm-hmm.
because that's saying the quiet part out loud, and you're going to ultimately put yourselves on the outs.
Mm-hmm.
And now look.
And now look, they don't
Now
need you
look.
anymore. Now what? Now what, baby?
We tend to be the best historians and the best advocates, and nobody listens until it's too late.
And then we're sitting there just like, didn't we tell you?
We tried to told you.
We tried to told you, and but y'all don't ever listen.
Nope.
And like when we say listen to black women, everybody's like, oh yeah, rah rah, sis boom bah. I could talk about a group right now, but I won't because that'll be a longer episode of this podcast. But let me just
Oh.
say, there's a few things happening around the world right now. And
Mhm.
there was a group of people who were like, rah, rah, sis boom bah, listen to black women when black women were defending you. But when black
Mhm.
women started showing y'all how y'all are problems, and how y'all
Now
contribute to
nobody wants to
systems
listen.
of oppression. Nah. What did the lady say? Juliana Margulies, however the fuck you say her name. I'm sorry, I don't like that lady. I don't like that lady. I'm not watching another thing from her because again, black women have a long ass memory and we
A
remember
very
stuff.
long hair.
Kim Kardashian, you
We didn't
best
forget.
we ain't forget.
Oh,
We're looking at you trying to rebrand Ivanka Trump right the fuck now. We ain't forget who that is.
we
We
know
ain't
who that
forget.
is.
We know exactly who that is. Don't try to rebrand her. Y'all need to throw her into jail too, right next to her orange ass daddy, right in there with her
Prison.
brothers. Mm-hmm.
Prison.
Okay. Thank you. Um, shoot. But yeah, Juliana Margulies talking about the Black Lesbian Club put up a no Jews sign. Turns out the sign that never said no Jews. It said no Zionists. And
Two totally different words.
there's more Christian Zionists than Jewish
Baby.
Zionists, and
Baby.
folks need to realize that. And folks need to realize that, standing up with Christian Zionism is essentially standing up with Christian fundamentalism, and they're gonna use you, oh, but so far.
And it's
As
not
soon
sexy. It's
it's
not
not
the good
Noah,
path, guys.
Noah Schnapp, or how do you say that man's name?
I have no idea.
Schnapp. I don't know. I
Schnapp.
forget. I forget his last name. He
Stop.
plays Will Byers
Oh boy.
in Stranger Things. He's the child who got lost. And I said, as far as I'm concerned, the season end at this last season, whatever this last season is, because I'm not watching the program. And I told everybody
The
else, don't you
program.
watch the program. Finally, I do have one more group of people to yell at. Let me yell at these people. You ready for this? The
Yes.
League of Magical Negroes.
Oh, let's go.
Y'all lit the internet's on fire when y'all. First of all, when we first saw
The
the
trailer,
name
the
and
name, the name.
the first little trailer was small. We were so excited. We thought we were finally getting our black ass Harry Potter. And it's like, ooh, they're gonna be doing twist outs with wands. It's gonna
I
be
can't.
amazing. Okay, we're gonna be grilling. We're gonna be grilling with magic. It's gonna be awesome. It's
It's
gonna
gonna
be
smell like
black
shea
and
butter.
magic. Expecto Patronum, and you get all your shea butter on you at once. You don't have to spend all that time slathering, right? Right? Listen, that hair, them braids, what, 15 minutes with your little
Magic.
spell. Okay? Magic. Fun things that black people would do with magic. Awesome, right? No,
No,
because the
baby.
trope of the magical Negro is the black person that white people like to run to make themselves feel comfortable. That's the trope. The film is based on that. The film is satire, but everyone's feelings were still hurt because we're not getting our magical blackness thing.
I'm not going to
And
see that damn movie. I just need you to know. I thought
I
it
have
was
a
going to be
feeling,
Harry Potter meets Amistad
not
meets.
Amistad. I thought it
Yeah,
was Harry
no,
Potter meets like Friday,
no,
which would have been a great.
I thought we were actually getting meets X-Men. I thought we were getting like our Marvel superheroes, black
Can we?
ass magician.
Can we? We couldn't even get that. Now, what it's done though is I hope someone who is paying attention, Ava DuVernay,
Well, her fine ass,
Jordan
she got
Peele.
a movie coming out called Origins. We'll talk
I want to
about
see
that when
that.
we
I
come
want to
back.
see
Oh, I
that.
can't wait.
Oh, I want to see that so bad. That is on the list. Ingenue Ellis can do
Oh,
no
no wrong.
no wrong.
Her
That
fine,
woman.
ageless self
Oh my
also.
goodness. Listen, I will sit down at her feet because I feel like you are a vampire, but a good one. So I'm gonna sit down
Mhm.
at your feet, ma'am, and listen. But
I
anyway,
want
the point
parts.
is, I hope someone is paying attention to all of this what's going on here. I know that they're making Children of Blood and Bone, the book by
Mhm.
Tony Adeyemi. They're making that into a movie. So I'm hoping we get our magicalness there. But I'm really like, y'all need to jump into these projects because there is a big audience and they are hungry for this. And
Need.
you could see it in the backlash to
Mhm.
this film. So
Oh, people are pissed. Yeah, I won't be going to
man,
see the League of Magical
watch
Negroes.
me get invited.
I'm
Rita,
sure you
Tony
will.
Adeyemi. I'm like, oh fuck.
And
Now I
then,
gotta go watch it.
you can go be your good journalism self. I
I
will be
guess.
boycotting the deception that I've
The
experienced.
deception.
I want no parts of it. Absolutely none.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to use this 2 minutes before we go into our quick commercial break and come back to you with our problematic letter to just remind y'all that Kanye West has lost his fucking mind.
That man is crazy,
He
and y'all need
took
to
his,
leave him alone.
he is,
You leave him alone.
and
Leave him alone.
I don't mean mental health issues crazy. I don't like to conflate the two because you
Mm-mm.
call people crazy and they are honestly dealing with. I am not saying that Kanye West
Mm-mm.
does not have legitimate
That's not what we're saying.
mental health
Mm-mm.
concerns. I am telling y'all that
Mm-hmm.
man is crazy as fuck. You look at his face on screen and it looks like
He
the
gone.
lights are on,
He's gone.
but nobody's home.
He is
I've never,
gone.
I cannot think of another person
Mm-mm.
with his same level of notoriety
Mm-mm.
dedicated to
Mm-mm.
self sabotage. What?
Mm-mm.
I mean, we've been saying what the fuck is wrong with Kanye for years now, but
Years.
it's getting worse. It's getting worse.
Mm-hmm.
This man went on an entire rant. All of the people he'll be apologizing to next week. I'm sorry, Travis Scott. I'm sorry, Tyler, the creator. I'm sorry, Jay-Z. I didn't mean these things. He name dropped in this rant. He made anti Semitic comments in this rant. Guys, we got to give up on Kanye.
Give up.
I just don't think he's coming back.
Put him down.
I don't think there's a pill, a meal, a diet that's going to fix what's going on with him. But I had to
Mm-mm.
get that out before we go on to these commercial breaks. We'll be back in a second with our problematic letter.
See ya.
See ya in a moment. We always love to hear from you at the Problematic Podcast. So if you have a problematic question or story, feel free to email us at theproblematicpod@gmail.com, or now you can text us at 267-225-4648. Again, that's 267-225-4648. Standard messaging rates apply. We love to hear from you. Now let's get into today's problematic letters. To it. There we
Okay,
go.
so whoever is writing over the Rolling Stone India,
Okay.
did you see this?
No, I did not.
I need to actually get my hands on or read this article, but I saw a quote from it. And the quote goes like this. Well, essentially, it goes like this. Beyonce sculpts where Taylor paints. The two are no more comparable than Michelangelo to Van Gogh. And
Oh, bitch.
when
Sorry.
I tell you that I shouted, I
As an
said,
artist, baby, my soul is filled.
I said, somebody cooked here.
Repeat the quote. Repeat the
The
quote one
quote
more
was,
time.
Beyonce sculpts where Taylor paints. The two are no more comparable than Michelangelo to Van Gogh.
Ooh, my favorite sculpture of all time is a Michelangelo sculpture. It's his sculpture of Moses. The
Mm,
beard details alone are beautiful, but I get the quote is quoting, baby.
yeah,
It's doing the things.
yeah. And
Okay.
there's this constant need to compare Beyonce to Taylor Swift. And I'm like, can't they just be great in their own right? Can't we just let them be great where they are with what they're doing? Y'all just don't want to let Black people have anything.
No.
And that's essentially what it is. Like y'all, because then they started like the Taylor fans love to pick on Janet Jackson. I said,
Don't
one thing,
leave Demita Joe's name out your mouth before I have to fight somebody. Cause I'll do it.
One thing we shall not be doing is going through black greats to try to justify your pretty, your beautiful gowns. What did Aretha call her? Beautiful gowns.
Beautiful gowns.
One
Beautiful
thing that
gowns.
y'all don't have to do that. Y'all could just enjoy Taylor over there. If you
Please.
have to convince someone else that something that you like is great, then it's not that great.
Then it ain't that goddamn
It's
good.
not that great. It's really not. Taylor makes beautiful music. I listen, her pen is unmatched, okay? What
Baby,
we
she
are
can write
not
a bop. I'll give her that. And
100% we
play
would give
that
her that.
guitar.
Listen, and does her damn thing. It's just as cute as a button. But what we're not going to do and what we need to stop doing is
Hmm.
comparing Miss Knowles Carter
Please stop.
to Miss Swift. First of all, why? Why are we comparing these two women?
Because we wouldn't compare Tina Turner to Shania Twain. Y'all would,
Let me put it
y'all
like
would,
this. Y'all bet not.
I
Let
knock
me
all
put
this
it like
shit over.
this. Let me put it like this. Y'all bet not. Okay.
I don't want to hear
Shania
it.
Twain wouldn't let you do that.
She wouldn't. And I think we need to we need to maintain a level of perspective that Beyonce was doing this when Taylor Swift was in elementary school
A literal
or
child.
in Allentown or Reading or wherever fuck she from.
Some Christmas tree farm that she constantly talks about.
Yes.
Yeah.
I so let's and again, it's the comparison of sculpting
Mm-hmm.
to painting.
Mm-hmm.
What Taylor Swift is doing is showing talent. Like
Yeah,
Whitney
she's
said, the
talented.
girl can pin a bop. She can tour. She arranges her a lot of her own music. She's done pop. She's done country. People love it. She has fans, and no one is trying to take that away from her
Right.
at all.
Mm-mm.
Kudos to her.
Absolutely.
But we've also seen Taylor
Mm.
Swift go to the book of Beyonce, go
Well,
to the book of Janet Jackson, go to the
well.
book or try to go to the book
Whoop,
of Tina Turner and
whoop.
all of our other legends to take
Mm-hmm.
their choreography, to take their stage presence, to take
Mm-hmm.
their shows, to mimic things that have worked for
Mm-hmm.
artists who we call greats and we call legends. And that's nothing to take away from Taylor Swift. That's not even a knock to
Mm-hmm.
her because
Mm-mm.
I'm so good at following the career of Janet Jackson. I can tell you every single Britney Spears choreography
Talk about it.
music
Talk
video
about
that
this.
came directly from a Janet
You need
Jackson
to talk
video.
about that.
Anytime you see a folding chair in a music video, that is a
Janet.
nod to Janet Jackson and her illustrious choreographer called
Janet
Paula
Jackson.
Abdul.
Mm-hmm.
So and we can all do the same thing with Taylor Swift and Beyonce.
Wait, but this is how, isn't this how Elvis happened?
Yeah, Whitney, don't make
This
me
is how
start
Elvis
throwing
happened
shit around
because
here.
y'all swore up and down that Elvis was the greatest. Come to find out, Sister Rosetta Tharpe was sitting right there. Um, oh my gosh, what's my friend with the glasses? What's my friend?
Your friend
Oh
with
my
the glasses.
gosh. Oh
Elton
my
John?
gosh. No, 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 no. The blind, our favorite blind singer. Oh
Ray
my gosh.
Charles?
Thank you. Why did my brain turn
I
off
don't
like
know.
that?
I don't know.
Because I
It's
was on
been
a
a long day.
roll.
The
Yeah,
years is
mothering,
so
all that shit.
so real quick before you go into your point, I gotta
Yes,
say this.
ma'am.
I asked my wife the other day who she thinks is leading the choir, who's the choir director in heaven, since they
Hmm.
got Whitney up there, Michael Jackson, Prince, Tina
Ooh,
Turner. I was like, who you think is the choir director? And I think she said Aretha Franklin, but I said it was Ray Charles. So I just like to put that out there. I am a Ray Charles fan. I think it's Ray Charles.
it's
He's a
probably
better
somebody we
composer.
ain't never heard of.
Probably. When
Yeah,
Quincy get up there, it's gonna be him. But that's neither here nor
he's
there.
writing the music.
But yes, Ray Charles, please continue. We are way off the rails today.
Oh, just
I love
listen.
it.
We are having a great time. But this is what happened with Elvis. This is what happened with like anytime y'all see, your white fave stand up and they're like, oh, he's the greatest. Eminem. This happened with Eminem. Um, anytime, because I'm seeing it with Jack Harlow too, and I want y'all to sit the down. Okay, sit down.
Listen.
It's okay for Black folks to be great at something. We create everything anyway. It's okay. And you know what the funny thing is? We are very inviting people. We are very inviting people. We're
And,
like a little too accommodating, in my personal opinion.
and I appreciate the artist. Like,
Yeah.
everybody gives Eminem a hard time, but Eminem will tell you,
In a
that when it
heartbeat.
came to developing his rap style, he idolized Tretch from Naughty by Nature. And then when you hear it and you hear
Mm-hmm.
how he raps in that triplet style, it's there. And
Mm-hmm.
even Taylor Swift has given Beyonce her flowers. It's you
Regularly.
psychotic ass fans who feel
Yeah.
the need to steal everybody's joy
Yeah.
through comparison
Yeah.
and not knowing your history.
Yeah.
Oh, that irks me. It
Yeah, it
irks me
drives me
so
nuts.
bad.
Drives me nuts. But we're not gonna let another Elvis happen. Not when Beyonce Giselle is sitting right there
Still
with,
alive and breathing.
listen, and doing all of the things, okay, on that mediocre ass back porch that she be standing on lately. I'm like, I don't know whose house this is, honey, but like you just okay, this is a very regular porch for a very unregular person.
Oh, Whitney, what
I'm,
is wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
What's
When you see the
happening?
pictures, you know what I'm talking about. The regular
Exactly what
ass
the fuck you're
porch.
talking about. Oh my gosh. She said the Airbnb is not giving. What
It's
did she
not
be giving?
giving, Giselle. What is happening here? This is like somebody in New Jersey's job.
Oh God.
It looks like a New Jersey, like,
It does. You're
you
not
know what
wrong.
I'm talking
I
about.
know exactly what you're talking about. And you're
Mhm.
not wrong, friend. You're not
Yeah,
wrong. Yeah, I want y'all to stop doing it, please. I'm
please.
glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
We've got a problematic letter from a frustrated wife. In full disclosure, I know this person and
Oh,
I personally requested this letter
well,
because we were talking about it and I thought it was a good idea. Give me a name.
in light of it almost being Christmas, let's do Noel.
Okay. I like that name. It's a very pretty
Noel.
name. I met a
Mhm.
Zora the other day at
Oh,
Christmas
I would have
Village.
fell apart.
She was 3 years old. She was the cutest
Oh.
fucking thing. And her girl about the car, she said, Zora, I said, get over here. And me and my friend stopped and said, ma'am, that is a beautiful name.
Mm-hmm.
But we are going to go with Noel.
Mm-hmm.
Noel wrote, I always get all of my nieces and nephews Christmas gifts, but I noticed that my fiance doesn't get much for his niece and nephews. This year we are hosting Christmas and I asked him to come up with gift ideas for his family's kids so everyone feels included. I don't know them good enough to do it and he hasn't done any shopping or shared any ideas. So should I just leave it alone or should I stay on his case about getting gifts for his family too? Go Whitney, you got a husband. I don't have one of those.
You have a wife.
I don't have a husband.
And that's why you don't run into this foolishness because wives don't think like this.
No,
Mm-mm.
they
And
do
there's two
not.
of y'all in the house. So it's
It
like
is.
wife
Wife.
exponential. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like an
exponentially.
extra set of wife eyes. It's actually
Listen,
kind of
and
cool.
thoughts.
It's
It's
nice. I
double
like
the
it.
wife. hmm
I'm gonna stick beside her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all are doing wonderful things over there. Like I see the love. You look well loved.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome. Um,
We are so irking.
we done got completely off topic. Noel, honey, stay on his ass.
You got to. This is what you signed up for, baby.
Stay on his ass and secretly buy some things just in case. You don't want to get to the night before or the day of and he hasn't picked up anything and they do that stupid husband face that they do when they know that just let me tell people because they know exactly what I'm talking about. The stupid husband face that they do when they know that you have said something multiple times and here comes the day where they need that thing and they're either trying to think of an excuse as to how to fix it or I mean, to argue their way out or they're trying to think of a way that they can fix it. So go ahead and go on to Target, and there's a sale right now. If you spend $100, you get $25 off over there. This is not
Wait,
an
at
ad
Tarjay?
for
Hold
toys,
on, let me write up. Hold on now.
for toys, because I noticed that I'm a little delinquent, not with the nieces and nephews, but I want Emmy to have a bigger Christmas, and
Girl.
I know. I
Say
already got her this really amazing kitchen set. Shh, don't tell her. It's a farm to table kitchen set because that's a Whitney thing to do. And so, and I already got her a ton of books, and she's gonna have stocking stuffers and everything. And I already told you about the Bluey Advent calendar. That counts as a gift, right? Because
it
that's
does.
25 books.
It does.
Um, but at
It
the
does.
same time, I'm like, we need some more toys. Um, so yeah, go ahead and get you some just little things, just little things that you know or like around their age group, stuff that they like.
Right.
You'd rather have it and not need it and need it and not have it, you will look like the hero of the day. You don't even have to announce that you bought these things. You don't even have to embarrass them because guess who will know immediately?
Oh yeah, every woman that ever womaned in that man's family is going to know what's up. Because I guarantee you, if he wasn't getting gifts before you, he wasn't. If
Okay.
he ain't getting them now, he wasn't getting them before you. They'll
Okay.
notice the change. It all falls on you, baby girl. And you don't, because I'm big on letting people fail when I
Mm-hmm.
tried to warn them. But
But
I
not
what
the
I do know,
babies.
when you can't fail the babies. And when you choose a fiance or a partner, you're a team. So the failure on one hand becomes everyone's failure. So, yes, if he's not going to give you ideas, make some
Mm-mm.
shit up. And if it
Mm-mm.
doesn't, if the kids don't like it, which I'm sure they will because they're kids, it's Christmas and you guys are hosting, you know,
Mm-hmm.
tax him for it and then just make him send you the money for it and then go get the gifts because that's probably what he wants anyway. I tend
Okay.
to
That's what he
lean a little bit
wants.
towards the husband side sometimes. If I can just send the money and my wife can make the things appear whenever possible, I try to utilize that. And I know the flip side works too because if my wife got to take her own car in to get the oil change, she gonna be like, "Babe,
Well,
that sounds like some shit you should be doing." So
yeah.
it's very possible that this just
Mm-hmm.
ain't his jam. And he doesn't have the
Mm-mm.
skill set for it, and he would be the holiday will go better if
Mm-hmm.
you just take it upon yourself in
It
this
will.
relationship to know that a holiday shopping for the nieces and nephews is now your responsibility.
Yeah.
And as my cousin likes to say, when his wife does things that, drive him crazy, just look at him and tell him you owe him one. Because one day is going to come a time where it's going to be some shit that you just don't do.
Yeah.
And he's going to have to do it.
He's gonna have to do it.
Don't stress
Hmm.
yourself out. Don't wait till
Please
the
don't.
last day because Christmas is it next
8
Monday?
days away. Eight.
Oh,
8 of them things. Oh, you
yes.
were absolutely right. No, because I just looked and I saw it was a dress up trunk, and our girl loves a tutu. Let me
Okay.
tell you, loves a
Oh,
tutu, wants to be a ballerina. We were in the middle of Christmas Village, and she got there that
the
next
Christmas
to that
finish
Christmas.
too.
Yeah, we did. But
Oh,
we went during the week because y'all people are crazy going during the
yeah. So,
weekend. Oh my God.
yeah, I went Friday and Saturday. Girl, two
Mm-mm.
different experiences. But
Mm-mm. We went
continue.
on a Thursday in the afternoon, and it was just clear. We got to get on all the rides. Well,
It
not
was
all
a
of them,
good
because that
time.
Ferris wheel
I
do
got on the
not.
Ferris wheel. Good times.
I
I'm.
hate heights.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
hate
considering how
heights.
tall you are.
That's rude.
That's funny. You
That's
are a
rude.
giant.
We
I
are the
say it with
Nephilim.
love.
We've talked about this before.
We
We are the
have.
Nephilim. Um, I lost my point. Help me.
Christmas Village,
We went to Christmas.
tutus.
Oh yes, she loves the Christmas village. She loves the tutu. So she got next to the Christmas tree, and you know how it plays music.
Hmm.
Man, you would have thought it was the Nutcracker Suite. My girl was just big arms, and you have to brush
Twirl.
your feet. You know what we're signing her up for because now she's
Go
old
ahead and
enough.
put her in the ballet. Send me my
Listen,
tickets for the recital. I'll
I
be there.
will. Yes, and it'll be adorable. She will be a sugar plum
I
fairy. You
cannot
will see
wait.
her. Oh my gosh, you will hear me crying. Just look over at me. It's gonna be shoulders. Just heaving, heaving in
Turning
between trying to
colors.
take pictures.
Oh God. I'm
I'm
gonna just
sorry,
support
Noelle.
you. I'm gonna pass you and
Thank
pass
you.
your tissue and support you.
Thank
But
you.
yeah, Noelle,
I'm
I
sorry,
know
Noelle.
I know that women are on this kick of we are not going to let our partners be stresses in our life, but that's
Absolutely not.
unrealistic. Well,
It is.
it is unrealistic.
It
There are things
is.
that you have to accept that your partner is not good at, and you have to be strong where they are
You
weak. Because
do.
I just know for a fact, girl, that there are some places that you are weak and he got to be strong. I'm
Yeah,
telling you, Christmas shopping for his nieces and nephews. That man probably don't even know that toy stores don't exist anymore because men
they don't
often
know.
don't have to think about those
They
things.
don't know. They have no idea. And guess who knows? We do.
We
And
do.
and since all the stores are trying to get rid of their stuff because people are like really protesting
Yes.
this season, you're gonna catch some good sales. So
Yeah,
go ahead
just
on.
go ahead, get that man's nieces and nephews, soon to be your nieces and nephews, some
Mhm.
gifts. You're gonna have to learn them yourself
I mean,
because
there's some general things that kids like,
mhm,
like slime. They really like that gross stuff.
they do.
They do.
They
Something with
like,
some stickers.
yeah, kids love that
Yeah.
shit.
Love that stuff. A random Hess truck. I don't know why all the children love a Hess truck. My daughter has never seen a Hess gas station in her life. But let
But
me
she
tell
love a
you,
Hess truck.
she wants a Hess
I'm gonna
truck.
get
And
her
I'm like,
one.
what do you? She's sitting there, the Hess truck's coming. And I'm like,
It's
no,
better than
Emmy.
ever. Christmas this year. The Hess truck's here. I look forward to those commercials every year.
That's how
Just
you know.
somebody, it's a big deal.
That's how you know it's the season. That's how you know it's the season. But yeah, girl.
Noel, just go ahead
Go
and
ahead.
help your man's out. Hey,
Just buy it.
he's probably not ignoring you. You asked him what to get his nieces and nephews, and if I had to bet $1 to get two, I'd say he probably doesn't know.
He has no
He
idea.
has
Just
no
go
idea.
ahead on. Maybe call their mamas and ask them what they want or what their sizes are.
Yeah.
Y'all can have a good chuckle in the group chat, but get them babies their things just in case he doesn't come through. And then when it's there, you can make those knowing eyes at your
Mhm,
spouse, like,
mhm.
see,
See
now
what
if
I
you
do?
hadn't,
See how I make
if
your life better?
see, look, now take out that damn trash without complaining.
And put this Barbie car together.
Okay,
Because
go ahead.
I'm
You stay
not.
up. You stay up and put it together. Okay, I'm going to bed.
Good night
Good
and God
night.
bless. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our last episode of season 3, but we will be coming back on Martin Luther King Monday
Yes, we
with more
will.
exciting content. We're gonna have a TikTok, Patreon. You're
All
gonna
kind
see
of
some
foolishness.
videos and special guests. So we look forward to coming back for season 4. I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy
All that.
Hanukkah, whatever
All
you
that.
celebrate. Don't let your cousins get on your nerves.
Don't let your husbands get on your nerves.
Please don't. Or your
Please
wives
don't.
either. Ladies,
What are
don't
you talking about?
overspend.
Wives are just
Okay. Yeah, all right. And then you check the bank statement and be like, we spent what? Yeah, no.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas. I hope everybody has a great holiday season and we'll see you back here in January.
Bye.
Bye.